now to this day, because if I think about where it came from, I can't do it. So I know I'm crazy.
Yeah.
I'm goofy like that, but I just couldn't do it when I was there because I saw those animals. I would feed the chickens with her, or I would, pet the cow, and they had names for them, yet they were going to be on their plate, the next week or something. So that's just something I couldn't do.
Well, I don't think it's that crazy. I'm not a vegetarian or a vegan myself, but I do now there's so much knowledge about the hormones and the antibiotics that are put in meat,
right,
and chickens and everything. I pay really close attention to where my meat comes from, and I try to eat the good stuff without all the added stuff.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I mean, we really have to watch for that these days. It causes so many illnesses, and we just can't afford to be, getting sick these days. Dawn, you wanted to clarify something?
Yes, I wanted to clarify for you, Ryan, that I was mistaken. Carolina and Duke are playing today, but it's the women's teams they're playing.
Oh.
And I was
okay.
and I was kind of scratching my head too, going, well, they just played yesterday. Now, why? That's unheard of. But actually, the big game, the biggest game of the country, as you know, is next Saturday night, and I clarified it, at 9 p.m. Eastern. So Carolina Duke play next Saturday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. So for all you, but just so this is not a lost cause. Your women's team is up 41-34 in the second half.
There you go.
Hey, the Duke women's team, I'm not sure about the Carolina team if they're good this year or not, but I know the Duke women's team is really good this year.
Yeah, I've heard that as well, and I think they're doing a really good job. And obviously they're beating Carolina, so, what can I say? And also, for anyone who wants to catch that big game, it is going to be on ESPN. So there you go. Check your local listings.
Check your local listings. If you want to see Duke put a beat down on Carolina, check your local listings.
Oh, well, all right. See, you had to go there. And I'm trying to be a nice Carolina fan, only because I'm afraid to say anything, because we could very well get beat. I'm really trying to just keep it in perspective,
Well, Dawn has an open door policy for guests to visit her when they're in North Carolina. I have a feeling that she'd be hesitant to open the door for you now.
Oh, no.
Oh, absolutely not. You know what?
I've said too much.
Look, no, we'll go over to Durham, but you have to come to Chapel Hill. We'll go to Mama Dip's, and I'm sure you know all about that, and get some great country cooking, and that is if you can stand to be on the Tar Heel campus, but nonetheless, we'll treat you right if you come to North Carolina.
Well, the Carolina barbecue is amazing.
Yes, it is. It is awesome. So, see, it's worth coming to Carolina for. So the next time you're through the area, just let me know. I'll treat you to a nice meal somewhere.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
That's really sweet.
Same goes to Chicago. Do you ever visit here anymore? I mean, do you have family here or no?
I don't have any family in Chicago. My girlfriend and I went to Chicago, I think 2 New Year's Eves ago, and we spent New Year's Eve there. And we went to a Bulls game, and her dad hooked us up. We had seats at center court, just a few rows off the floor behind the benches. Yeah.
That's a dream come true for a sports fan.
Yeah, it was really, really cool. It was really amazing. But I love Chicago. I mean, I've said for a long time if I ever live in another city other than L.A., that it might be Chicago. I love it there.
Even with our weather?
Oh, yeah, I like cold weather. I like the seasonal change and the variety. I mean, I know that when it gets to be March and it's still snowing, it gets to be a bit tedious. But that's one thing I really miss about living in Los Angeles. I miss the seasons and the snow.
Well, let me tell you this. I was born in the wrong state because I cannot stand the cold weather. I cannot stand the snow. So I think that maybe we should just switch houses in the wintertime. You can stay here, and I'll go stay in L.A. How's that?
Okay. Sounds good.
And you can bring your girlfriend, too.
You got a deal.
And you have many listeners listening to this, so, if
That's
you think you forgot, they're all witnesses. Well, I want to thank you for joining us. We're getting to the top of the hour. It's really been a pleasure speaking with you today, and we'd love to have you back somewhere down the line.
Oh, thank you so much. It's really been a pleasure being with you guys today. It's been a lot of fun.
Thank you.
And thank you for having me.
You're welcome. And after you finish those voice lessons, I expect to see an EP coming out. Dawn and I both have music.
A music
shows.
video too.
Yes, that too.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. I'll have to wear different clothes than I wore in the Steph McIntosh video.
I don't think people would really care about that part of it, but Dawn and I both have music shows where we play indie music from the indie artists, so we will definitely play your music on our shows when you get that done.
All right. Well, thank you, and we'll see when that happens.
Okay.
And if I can do, is it okay if I do a little shameless self-promotion? Can I do that?
Oh, no, definitely.
Oh, definitely.
Do it.
Yeah, I just wanted to give everybody my Twitter handle. So in case anybody wants to follow on Twitter, it's at ryan-carnes1. And I'd love to have you follow, and I'll follow back.
And Carnes is spelled Carnes, just so we can clarify that, too, in case people don't know how to spell it. And after the show, I'll definitely put out, to my followers to have them follow you.
Awesome.
Okay. And you take care now. You enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Don't work too hard, and we will chat with you soon.
All right.
Take care.
Thanks, guys.
It's been a pleasure.
Thanks so much.
You too, likewise.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
That was a lot of fun.
That was.
Oh, yeah, it was.
There was a lot to talk about. I mean, between music and films and TV shows and sports, I think we pretty much covered the gambit.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm really looking forward to him, once he starts singing, getting some music out. That would be great.
Yeah, I would love to hear his voice. I mean, he has such a great voice, anyway,
right.
Just talking to him here today.
Speaking voice.
And, so, I would imagine he has kind of a deep baritone almost voice.
Right, that's what I was picturing. Mm-hmm.
So, I hope that he comes out with something real soon. That would be awesome. Of course, we will be playing it if he does, so.
Oh, you know it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Take cast and all.
And David will be listening and in our chat rooms, and he'll be promoting it. So, we're all good.
Yeah.
Yes, most definitely. Most definitely. Well, this has been a fun show, and I really enjoyed you letting me talk to him about the sports scene of Carolina and Duke. That was awesome. So, and thank you for letting me clarify that. I was like, oh my gosh, because I was like, why are they playing today? They just had big games yesterday, and truthfully, to that note, Duke's game was kind of touch and go for a while, and so it's just it's just hard to believe that I was just like, that's not making any sense that they're still. They are still playing today, but I figured it out. It was the women. So big games next week, so I'm really excited about that.
You are too funny, but
I know.
You were.
Well, upcoming on March 6th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, join us for Rock Wilk. He returns to talk about the success of his one-man play or one-man show called Broke Wide Open. He just closed in New York off-Broadway, and he's going to try to get that into other venues. He's also working on a new play, which I cannot wait to hear about, called Privilege. How about you, Dawn?
Oh, I know. That's going to be that is going to be awesome. I mean, if it's anything like his Broke Wide Open was, it's going to be another successful venture for him.
Right.
And I really think that this is the start of something big for him. I think that Broke Wide Open was a great way for him to kind of break into all of this, and born of his own experience. And so I am real interested to find out what Privilege is going to be all about. I've been following him on, Twitter and also on Facebook and seeing his posts on Facebook in particular, and he's been dropping a lot of big hints, but still I can't quite pick up on what it's going to be about just yet. So I'm excited to let him talk about that and find out, what that's going to be about.
Right, and I think he's only dropping hints till he gets on our show. Hopefully he'll tell us more. Maybe we'll be the first to know.
I know, definitely.
It's going to be an interesting show.
Yeah,
yes,
he also just finished a movie, I believe, that's coming out shortly, and I'm trying to look for the name of it, and I can't find it right this second. But it has, well-known actors in there. I'm trying to find it. Do you remember where that was, Dawn, by chance?
Not right off the top of my head, I do not.
Okay, and you said off the top of your head, so what does that remind you of?
That wasn't even intended to be connected in any way, remote, shape, or form. Oh, my gosh. Oh, you're too funny.
I can't help but think about it all the time now.
I know, really.
Gotham City Improv, and off the top of their heads, I believe it's called, in New York. So, coming up on March 8th, we welcome Neville Lee, who is also known as Buzzworthy and from Buzzworthy Radio. And we're going to chat with him about how he got his start, and he's acted in a few things, and then also talk about soaps and maybe some primetime shows that are pretty trendy on Twitter. I think that should be a fun show, so make sure you join us then. And then also on March 10th at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, we have the Take-Two Indie Awards Winners Show. And what that is recently we had different indie bands nominated to have the fans vote and which ones they wanted to win as like their favorite male singer or their favorite female singer, best video, best band of the year, and so on and so forth. So we're going to have most of the winners come on the show so we can congratulate them and chat with them for a few moments, and then also play one of their songs. Some of them are from the U.S., but a lot of the winners are from the U.K., so that should be fun.
Oh,
and
yeah,
Dawn will be joining me that day. Yep, you'll be joining me to co-host, and also one of my new co-hosts that will be with me on some of the music shows a couple times a month. His name is Mike Lidskin, and he is very experienced as a music host. He has his own show called Twirl Radio that's on Saturday nights at 6 p.m. 6 p.m., I'm trying to think, Central Time. So it's 7 p.m. Eastern and 4 p.m. Pacific. And he mainly, he only plays indie artists, and sometimes he'll have interviews. So I'm very excited to have him join us. And Dawn, you listened to him for a little bit last night. What did you think?
Oh, it's very obvious that he is, that he is a radio announcer. I mean, he has that voice, that radio voice, and very professional. So no doubt about it. I think he'll be great. So I don't think you can go wrong there. That's for sure.
Right. He loves what he does, and he loves supporting indie artists. I mean, just like you and I do, that's exactly how he is. He's just been doing it longer on air than I have or you have. He's been doing it quite a while. He used to have another show on Recharge on Tuesdays, but unfortunately that station is no longer available. So that's their loss, but our gain.
That's exactly right. That's right. So we're very glad to have him aboard with us. I mean, he will add a lot because he is so knowledgeable in terms of indie music. I just enjoy playing it. He really is knowledgeable in terms of he knows a lot about the artist that he plays and puts on his show. So that'll be a great addition to have to your show, Pam.
Thank you. I think so too, and I think everybody will love